see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy...
Excitement erupted once again in the Moto GP paddock after Toprak Razgatlioglu returned to the track to test the V4-powered Yamaha M1 in the 2026 Moto GP test series. From the moment he emerged from the pit lane, a different aura was immediately felt. Toprak's handling of the bike wasn't just fast, but aggressive, precise, and confident, as if the Yamaha M1 V4 had become his old toy. In the first few laps, Yamaha's internal data showed significant improvements in corner entry and corner speed. Toprak appeared very comfortable braking late, forcing the bike to remain stable when entering corners at high speed. The V4's previously notoriously difficult handling was subdued by Toprak's signature style, which combined World Superbike-style control with the subtle touch of Moto GP. The excitement peaked when Toprak's lap times began to approach, or even match, those of regular Moto GP riders. Several Yamaha mechanics exchanged glances, while the pitbox monitor screen filled with green graphics indicating increasingly fast sectors. This is where Jack Miller's name came into the spotlight. Miller, who also monitored the test, was reportedly surprised by how quickly Toprak adapted to a bike that was still in the development stage. Jack Miller reportedly didn't expect Toprak to push so hard from the first day. According to paddock sources, Miller shook his head when he saw the final sector data, as Toprak was able to maintain cornering speed without losing much traction exiting corners. This was a strong signal that the Yamaha M1 V4 was starting to find the right development direction. Most striking was Toprak's consistency. Not just one fast lap, but several consecutive laps with very close time gaps. This further convinced Yamaha that Toprak wasn't just a test project, but a vital part of their grand plan to face the brutal competition of MotoGP in 2026. This test immediately sparked widespread speculation. If Yamaha could refine the M1 V4 to Toprak's needs, it was possible the MotoGP power structure would change drastically. Ducati, KTM, and Aprilia now had reason to be wary, because what Toprak demonstrated this time wasn't just a fleeting sensation, but a real threat. And here's the fulls of news. MotoGP's ADOC has once again caused a stir. Toprak Razgatlioglu's name has once again become the center of attention after testing the Yamaha M1 V4 again in the 2026 MotoGP test series. More than just a regular test, Toprak's presence this time completely transformed the atmosphere. From the moment the bike emerged from pit lane, the spotlight from cameras, mechanics, and other riders was immediately focused on one figure: Toprak with his ever-evolving Yamaha M1 V4. From the opening laps, it was clear that Toprak was no longer just trying it out. His riding style seemed much more in tune with the M1 V4's character. He entered corners very deep, braked hard, and maintained stability on entry. His corner speeds were reportedly at levels that surprised Yamaha itself. Telemetry data showed significant improvements, especially in technical areas that had previously been Yamaha's weak points. What amazed Yamaha's engineers was how Toprak was able to maximize the V4's known aggressive character. V4 engines typically require a long adaptation period, but Toprak actually seemed to be growing in confidence with each lap. While other riders were still cautious about opening the throttle, Toprak was already boldly accelerating early, maintaining control of the rear wheel's traction. This was his trademark, extreme control that made the bike appear docile, even at its maximum limit. The excitement intensified as Toprak's times began to approach, even pushing the times of regular MotoGP riders. It wasn't just a single fast lap, but a consistency that left everyone speechless. The Yamaha pitbox monitor screen continued to show green sector after sector. Yamaha mechanics and technicians were seen discussing intensely, as what they saw was no longer just potential, but concrete evidence that the M1 V4 project was on the right track. This is where Jack Miller's reaction caught the attention. Miller, who was monitoring the test, was reportedly truly shocked by Toprak's speed of adaptation. According to paddock sources, Miller glanced at the timing screen several times with an expression of disbelief. He didn't expect a rider with a world superbike background to be able to extract such performance so quickly from a bike that wasn't even fully developed. Miller was reportedly impressed by Toprak's ability to maintain cornering speed without sacrificing stability on corner exit. In the final section, Toprak was able to achieve higher speeds with minimal wheel spin, something that had been a major challenge for Yamaha. This gave rise to renewed confidence that the M1 V4 was beginning to find its identity, and Toprak was a key factor in this process. Not only was the speed impressive, but Toprak's feedback was also considered very detailed. He was able to clearly explain the bike's needs during braking, mid-corner, and acceleration. This input allowed Yamaha to quickly adjust the setup. As a result, the bike's performance improved from session to session, and Toprak became increasingly comfortable pushing the limits. This test sparked considerable speculation in the paddock. Many began to wonder if Yamaha was preparing Toprak for a bigger role in MotoGP in 2026. With performance like this, it was difficult to dismiss him as just a test rider. A serious threat was beginning to emerge for rivals. Ducati, KTM, and Aprilia now had strong reasons to be wary, as Yamaha was clearly preparing something big. One thing was undeniable. Toprak's speed on the Yamaha M1 V4 was truly beyond belief. This isn't just a fleeting sensation, but a strong sign of Yamaha's renaissance in a new era of MotoGP. If this progress continues, the 2026 MotoGP season has the potential to deliver major surprises, and Toprak Razgatlioglu's name is poised to be the center of the season's hottest story. The latest Yamaha V4 test was a real hot topic in the MotoGP paddock today. Not only because of the increasingly competitive lap times, but also because of the significant signals emerging from the technical data and the responses of rivals. Yamaha is slowly but surely beginning to show a clear direction, and amidst all the attention, one name continues to steal the spotlight: Toprak Razgatlioglu. Throughout the Yamaha V4 project, Toprak's progress is now considered the most significant. From session to session, the improvements he demonstrates are no longer marginal, but rather structural. This means it's not just a quick lap or favorable track conditions, but the result of Toprak adapting his riding technique to the Yamaha V4's character. The paddock data revealed a very interesting detail. On corner entry, Toprak experienced a drastic jump in performance. The braking control, his trademark since his World Superbike days, is now more precise, more stable, and far more effective. The bike remains composed even when Toprak enters corners aggressively, while his cornering speed increases without sacrificing tire stability. This is where many people are surprised. Toprak's corner speed in several technical areas has reportedly reached levels that have long been synonymous with Marc Marquez. Marquez himself is known as the ultimate benchmark for aggressiveness, extreme motorcycle control, and the ability to maximize tight corners. The fact that Toprak's data is starting to align with his is certainly no surprise. Davide Tardozzi was reportedly one of the most surprised figures. It wasn't just a single number on the timing screen, but rather the consistent data pattern. Lap after lap, Toprak was able to maintain high performance, keep tire wear under control, and remain aggressive right up until the end of the simulation. This is a very dangerous combination if it continues to develop until the racing season begins. Even more interestingly, Toprak's improvements weren't only visible when the bike was in ideal condition. In various test scenarios, including when track grip decreased, Toprak was still able to maximize the Yamaha V4's potential. This demonstrates that his adaptation is not only rapid, but also technically and mentally mature. Within Yamaha itself, confidence in the V4 project has increased dramatically. While previously viewed as a long-term transitional project, the development direction is now clear: creating a bike that can be exploited by riders with an extremely aggressive style. And Toprak appears to be the key to that vision. It's no wonder that many MotoGP analysts are starting to boldly name one name as Marc Marquez's toughest rival in MotoGP 2026. Toprak Razgatlioglu is no longer seen as a newcomer from WSBK, but rather a real threat who could upset the balance of power at the front. Big questions are starting to emerge. Is this the beginning of the collapse of Ducati's dominance, which has dominated MotoGP?
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me.